Alright, y'all, following up with my introduction video, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on when am I gonna get started on Skinny Bones? What should we tell the world about? Um, Pisces. Alright, first things first, you know what I'm talking about. Every Pisces that I've met has been hell different than the last one, you know what I'm saying? Like, since we're a mutable sign, it's hard to really pinpoint, you know, who's the Pisces out there in the world, you know what I'm saying? Unless you really get to know them on a personal level and you get to see the inner side of that person, you're not really gonna know if it's a Pisces, you know, off the jump. You might, but you know, depending on how strong the other houses and planets and signs play in their chart, you might not necessarily know right away. You know, it might not necessarily pop up at you. And that's one thing, like, that's so tricky for all these people on the internet to get right about Pisces is how do you get it right when we're all so different? When you can have 15 of us or 10 of us in a room and each one of those 10 is different. You know what I'm saying? You can't say 9 out of 10 Pisces is like this, because that might not be the fucking case. It might be the case, you know, but it might not be the case, and you know, that's the you know, mutableness in us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we can be like this and we can be like that. And that's another thing people always talk about is, like, you know, Pisces are wishy-washy, or Pisces are fake. They're like this in 1 minute around these people, and then they're like this the next minute around these other people. And that's not really true, you know, to an extent. You might see a Pisces that you know or want to get to know, and they might be really reserved and not really, you know, say too much or do too much or whatnot. And then you see them around somebody that they really know, and they're a whole different person. You know, that's because the relationship that they have with that other person, you know, might penetrate a lot of the layers that they put up. You know, so you might see them with that person being this way and being like, oh, how come they're not like that with me? You know, it all just depends on one, how well the Pisces knows you, how well they trust you, how comfortable they feel around you. Comfortability is a big thing that they are around you. If we're not comfortable around you, you know, we're gonna be quiet. We're gonna be like, you know, some of those characteristics that a lot of videos say, you know, quiet, shy, you know, timid, you know, reserved to themselves. You know, or if we're comfortable as fucking in our environment, we're gonna be hella outgoing. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be the life of the party. You know, we're gonna be interacting with everybody because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We're social butterflies to an extent. You know, not all of us are like that, but when we're comfortable in our environment, you do see a lot more of our flavor. You know, and what makes us unique. You know what I'm saying? We are, you know, signed with a good heart, big heart, you know, typically, you know, always looking for the best intentions in people. You know, that can get us screwed over, you know, in the long run, and a lot of times, and we'll forgive people and get screwed over again. And then, you know, depending on your other aspects of your chart, you know, you're going to learn your lesson a lot quicker, or it's going to take you a lot longer. But yeah, and there's a lot of negativity out there about Pisces men. You know, like, if you look up, you know, if you go on the internet, you're gonna see like two things. Everybody loves a Scorpio dude, and everybody hates a fucking Pisces dude. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Scorpio's my moon, so you know, I'm gonna be saying a lot of Scorpio stuff. You know, just because a lot of Scorpio characteristics and things, you know, resonate with me. You know, from my moon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of those qualities come out in me, appear in me, and a lot of things that I do. And I talked about it before, like, I didn't really resonate with Pisces stuff too much. I was mainly resonating with my Scorpio stuff because, you know, my Scorpio moon was very protective of my Pisces sun. So, you know, that's that. But, you know, a lot of Pisces men, we get bad reps. And I can say this, you know, a Pisces is either upstream or downstream. You're going to see that a lot on a lot of videos. And what that means is, you know, or evolved or non-evolved. And, you know, that's true to the max. You know, you fuck around with a Pisces that's not evolved, and you're gonna get all the negative qualities of a Pisces. You know, that you're gonna see on these videos. You know, I'm talking about, you know, someone that's you know, tells a lot of white lies, manipulative to a certain extent, whether they know it or don't know it. You know, and that could be another big thing too. You guys, you know, might be dealing with a Pisces that doesn't know that they're doing all these negative things. You know, they're innately blind to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, for whatever reasons, and I do, you know, hope and wish that, you know, everybody out there, you know, comes into contact with a Pisces that's more evolved, because that's when you see the greatness of Pisces. It's when you deal with an evolved Pisces, somebody that's been through the shadow work and has confronted themselves with, you know, all the negative traits that we do, you know, put out there unknowingly. You know, you got to sit down and take the criticism from the folks around you. You know what I'm saying? And really hear them out and and see yourself through their point of view, so you can see where and how your negative traits look like when you enact on them. And I think out of most of the signs, you know what I'm saying, we fall more fault to that. You know, we don't really see our negative traits as clearly as we see them in everybody else around us. And it takes, you know, it takes the work. You know, it takes the individual wanting to see that. Because I definitely have Pisces in my life, you know what I'm saying, who aren't as evolved and as woke as I am, and they, you know, they do a lot of things that, you know, a lot of people complain about, you know, when it comes to Pisces. I will say, you know, my younger years, you know what I'm saying, I was a little bit of a player, you know what I'm saying. You know, they always say you can't tie Pisces down. You know, Pisces man, you know, is in love with romance, and you know, likes the idea of chasing. You know, where we are fish who like to swim. You know what I'm saying? We like the never ending, you know, swim, the challenge. You know, we can be a salmon and go against the grain, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we could be like that, you know. But at the same time, Pisces is somebody that's always looking for the right person, the right partner. And trust me, it takes a lot to really like capture us, and not in the sense that like once you have our attention, now it's up to you to keep our attention. And you know, that might come off kind of negative and kind of cocky, or however how it sounds to you, but you know, honestly, like, it's like, hey, you got the position, now it's your job not to fuck it up and lose it and get yourself fired, right? That's how we see it, you know, because we're gonna bring, you know, our A game every single time to make you happy. And if you're not bringing that same A game back to us, you're gonna see issues, you're gonna have problems. And depending on the Pisces themselves, you know, we're not really good at communicating our emotions and our feelings, especially if you have a Scorpio moon. You know, the moon's in detriment in Scorpio, so you're really not going to be expressive. You're going to be hoping the other person is telepathic and can read you and know your emotions innately, and that's not going to happen at all. You know, so until you can grow out of that, until you can grow some, you know, work on your chakras and work on your throat and vocalize what you need and what you want, you know, you're going to be, you know, what they assume call playing the victim. You know what I'm saying? And really, you're not playing the victim. You just don't know how to vocalize what you need, so it comes off like that. So unless you're able to understand that about yourself and start to vocalize and start to really, you know, communicate, you know, you're going to come off as you know, a negative Pisces. You know. And that's just part of the game, you know. Why these videos on YouTube are so important in understanding yourself and your self journey, because they'll help you see all that, and they'll help you understand your weak points, and then once you zone in on your weak points, you can make those your strengths. So that's just a small little snippet. I don't want to keep you guys here too long and make you lose your interest. Pisces males, you know, it's not all what it seems. You know, you gotta dig deep, break them barriers down, you know, and the more open and honest you are with the Pisces, the more open and honest you're going to get that in return. You know, I'm talking about, we're very forgiving, we're very open, we're very understanding, very accommodating. So the more that we see those qualities come out in you, the more you're going to see those qualities come out in us. We're a chameleon, we reflect what we're given. So if you give us bullshit, we're going to give you double bullshit. You give us love, we're going to give you ultimate love. So you give us disrespect, you know, we're going to give you hands. Some of us, depending on your rising and your moon, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's just a little quick little, you know, not too in-depth video of Pisces male, but you know, just a quick spill, you know, while I have a quick 10 minutes to give you guys of a Pisces male.